Did you forget? They beat us! They murdered us! They executed us!
Despite the 2 in its name, you don't need to play Wolfenstein The New Order to understand Wolfenstein 2 The New Colossus. A cutscene at the beginning fills you in on the events of the last game well enough. And like it, you'll gun down a seemingly endless number of enemy infantry apart from super soldiers and giant robots. There's an outrageous set of weapons to use, ranging from a triple-barreled shotgun to flamethrowers that spew fireballs, each which feel unique in terms of weight, handling and recoil. They're distinctive, loud and a treat to use. Most of them are also capable of being dual-wielded, allowing you to wreak twice the havoc. Dual-wielding in Wolfenstein 2 The New Colossus, much like the previous game, isn't restricted to 2 weapons of the same type either, making it possible to use a shotgun in one hand and a submachine gun in the other. The core gameplay in Wolfenstein 2 The New Colossus will feel familiar to anyone who played Wolfenstein The New Order. The shooting is satisfying, with human enemies exploding into puddles of blood, while exotic weapons like lasers simply melt through the opposition, both human and robotic. There's a welcome attention to detail, with bigger, ironclad foes losing parts of their armor as you rain a hailstorm of bullets on them. The weapons are a treat to use, but the star of the show is the humble hatchet. It's much easier and faster, as well as visually gratifying, to chop down Nazis by lopping off limbs before severing the head. These axe attacks are indeed the star of the show. But developer Machine Games wasn't satisfied with leaving things as they were. As you play Wolfenstein 2, you'll soon realize you have options at your disposal which open up new traversal and killing methods in a level. Early on, you'll slam down on grates to get to an objective, and later, you can ram into sheets of metal to open new pathways. You can use stilts to get to vantage points if you choose to, and these abilities complement the gunplay as well. Aside from opening up new pathways, ramming into the game's heavy armored super soldiers stuns them long enough to hit them with a barrage of shotgun shells for a quick yet fulfilling kill. With the use of your various abilities, the levels really open up to you. Be it taking down an entire squad of Nazis on a rocket train, riding a fire-breathing mech down the streets of New Orleans, or exploring the nuclear ruins of Manhattan, Wolfenstein 2 The New Colossus never ceases to amaze in its scope, scale, or opportunity to raise hell in the way you choose. But perhaps the biggest reason to keep playing Wolfenstein 2 is its story. There are plenty of twists and turns, in addition to a host of moments that make slicing and dicing computer-generated Nazis seem like the most peaceful thing in the world. Without spoiling much, we can safely say this is a game that deserves its 18+ rating. By the end of it, it's easy to feel that protagonist BJ Blazkowicz is more human than most of the game's cast, instead of being your average video game killing machine. He's backed up by a host of colorful characters, including Super Spesh, a one-time lawyer now conspiracy theorist, and Grace Walker, a US resistance leader, to name a few. The voice actors are tremendous across the board, though the game's antagonist, Frau Engel, voiced by Nina Franozek, stands out, making the role of a psychotic Nazi leader come to life with a sense of aplomb similar to Vaas from Far Cry 3 or Visari from Killzone 2.
You think your hero, William Joseph Blazkowicz?
We had a few concerns with Wolfenstein 2 The New Colossus. This is a great looking game, standing right next to id's Doom as some of the best visuals we've seen so far this generation. But there's slight texture pop-in wherein details on guns would show up slower than usual, and we hope this gets rectified in a patch. Clocking in at around 15 hours, Wolfenstein 2 The New Colossus is a big booming shooter with a well-paced plot, slick levels and great gunplay. A package we don't often see in 2017. October might be a crowded month, but this is one game that needs to be experienced. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up button and subscribe. You can also follow us on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram at Gadgets360.